Hello all! Have you ever wondered, what is the biggest money laundering incident ever seen in the world? You need to hear this if you're a history buff. From 2007 to 2015, a dark chapter unfolded. 200 billion euros flowed through its Estonian branch, raising red flags. These transactions hinted at a massive money laundering operation. The scale was unprecedented, dwarfing previous scandals. The world watched in disbelief as details emerged. Legal repercussions were inevitable, with investigations launched across multiple countries. Public outrage grew as more information came to light, demanding accountability. Danske Bank's leadership faced intense scrutiny, with calls for resignations and reforms. Danske Bank, a cornerstone of the Danish financial system, found itself at the heart of a storm. Comparisons were drawn to past financial scandals, but the magnitude of this case was unparalleled. The scandal had far-reaching implications, shaking confidence in the global banking system. Whistleblowers and investigative journalists played a crucial role in uncovering the truth. As the dust settled, the legacy of Danske Bank's scandal served as a stark reminder of the vulnerabilities within the financial system. The scandal unfolded in 2018, exposing the depth of illicit activities. It was a year that would forever change the perception of Danske Bank. Whistleblowers risked their careers to reveal suspicious transactions. These brave individuals provided crucial information that would otherwise have remained hidden. Journalists dug deep into the bank's records, uncovering a complex web of deceit. Their relentless pursuit of the truth brought to light the extent of the bank's involvement in money laundering. The revelations sent shockwaves through Denmark, tarnishing Danske Bank's image. The public was outraged, and trust in the financial institution plummeted. Once a symbol of stability, the bank was now linked to a major scandal. The removal of the bank's logo from its headquarters symbolized the end of an era. Financial analysts debated the long-term impacts, while protests erupted outside the bank's branches, demanding accountability and justice. Legal proceedings began, with authorities determined to hold those responsible accountable. The case would become a landmark in the fight against financial crime. Internal whistleblowers played a pivotal role in bringing the scandal to light. These brave individuals took significant personal and professional risks to expose the truth. Troubled by the suspicious activities they witnessed, they chose to speak out. They noticed irregularities in financial transactions and other red flags within the organization. They raised concerns within the bank, hoping to trigger an internal investigation. They meticulously documented their findings, gathering evidence to prompt action. Despite presenting clear evidence, their warnings were dismissed. The culture of silence within the bank made it difficult for them to be heard. They persisted, eventually taking their concerns outside the bank. They shared their knowledge with journalists and authorities, providing crucial evidence that would unravel the entire scheme. The scheme was a complex web of shell companies and offshore accounts, meticulously designed to obscure the origin and destination of funds. These shell companies were created with the sole purpose of moving money undetected. They lacked real business operations and were often nothing more than a name on a piece of paper. These companies were registered in various jurisdictions, often in tax havens where regulations are lax and oversight is minimal. This allowed the perpetrators to operate with a high degree of anonymity. The individuals behind these companies would use them to transfer large sums of money, making it difficult for authorities to trace the funds back to their original source. These companies, often registered in tax havens, served as fronts for illicit activities. The money from suspicious sources in Eastern Europe flowed through a network of shell companies. This network was carefully constructed to create multiple layers of transactions, each one adding a new level of complexity and obfuscation. Eventually the money would be deposited into Danske Bank's Estonian branch, making the funds appear legitimate. The bank, either through negligence or complicity, failed to scrutinize these transactions. This lack of oversight allowed the scheme to flourish for years, enabling the perpetrators to launder vast sums of money with relative ease. The bank's failure to implement adequate anti-money laundering controls meant that suspicious transactions went unnoticed, and the illicit funds were successfully integrated into the financial system. Despite numerous warning signs, Danske Bank management failed to take action. Internal reports highlighted suspicious transactions, but these warnings were ignored. The bank's culture, focused on profits, allowed money laundering to continue. Lack of oversight at the highest levels was a key factor in the scandal. It revealed a systemic failure of corporate governance and risk management. The bank's reputation lay in tatters. Its stock price plummeted, and it faced legal action. The legal repercussions were severe, with multiple investigations launched. Public outcry grew as more details of the scandal emerged. Financial experts debated the implications, and customers lost trust in the institution. The scandal dominated headlines, shaking the financial world to its core. In the wake of the scandal, the financial world was left reeling, and the consequences were both immediate and far-reaching. The fallout from the scandal was swift and severe. The once stable financial institution found itself in the eye of a storm, with its reputation in tatters and its future uncertain. High-level resignations rocked the bank, including the CEO and the chairman of the board. These departures were not just routine exits, they were a clear indication of the gravity of the situation. These departures, while a symbolic gesture, did little to appease the public outcry or repair the bank's shattered image. The public, feeling betrayed and outraged, demanded more than just resignations. They wanted accountability and justice. The scandal had eroded trust in the institution, leaving a lasting stain on its legacy. Customers, once loyal and trusting, now questioned the integrity of the bank and its leadership. The Danske Bank scandal sent shockwaves through the global financial system, serving as a stark reminder of the vulnerabilities of the international banking network. The ease with which criminals exploited loopholes and weak regulations exposed the need for greater international cooperation and stricter anti-money laundering measures. The case highlighted the crucial role of whistleblowers in exposing financial crimes. Their courage in speaking out, often at great personal risk, underscored the need for stronger legal protections and support systems for those who come forward with information about wrongdoing. The scandal also prompted international summits and discussions among world leaders and financial experts, leading to the implementation of new anti-money laundering policies and global cooperation agreements. Financial watchdogs are now more vigilant, utilizing advanced technology to monitor transactions and secure financial systems. Public awareness campaigns and educational seminars have been launched to inform communities about the dangers of financial crimes and how to prevent them. Collaborative efforts between governments, financial institutions and communities are essential in the fight against money laundering and financial fraud. The Danske Bank money laundering scandal served as a wake-up call for the global financial system. It exposed the need for greater vigilance and stronger regulations. The fight against money laundering requires ongoing efforts from governments, regulators and financial institutions. The scandal's legacy will be one of heightened scrutiny and a renewed focus on compliance. It serves as a reminder that no institution is immune to the allure of illicit profits or the consequences of ethical lapses. The global financial community must work together to create a more transparent and accountable system. Innovations in financial technology and blockchain are being explored to enhance security and traceability. International cooperation and advanced forensic accounting are crucial in the ongoing battle against financial crimes. Public awareness and education on ethical banking practices are essential to prevent future scandals. Rebuilding trust in financial institutions will take time, but with concerted efforts, it is achievable. Thanks for joining me on this historical journey. If you enjoyed this trip back in time, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more fascinating history bites. Until next time, keep exploring.